Globalization may seem like a modern phenomenon, but the truth is, human civilizations have been shaping an interconnected world for thousands of years. From ancient trade routes to today's digital networks, our world has always been linked in fascinating ways. In today's world, globalization is everywhere. Whether it's the products we buy, the cultures we experience, or the technologies we use, the world is more connected than ever. But how did we get here? The story of globalization is a long and complex one, stretching back to the earliest human interactions. The idea of globalization isn't new. Early civilizations engaged in trade, communication, and cultural exchanges long before the modern era. The Silk Road, one of the earliest and most famous trade routes, connected the East and West, allowing the exchange of goods, ideas, and even diseases. Similarly, the Roman Empire's vast infrastructure facilitated trade and communication across Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa. The 15th and 16th centuries marked a turning point in globalization with the Age of Exploration. European nations like Spain and Portugal sent explorers across the seas in search of wealth and new lands. Christopher Columbus's voyage to the Americas in 1492 was a key moment in this era, bringing together the old and new worlds. The Columbian Exchange introduced new crops, animals, and even diseases to different continents, forever altering global societies. Colonialism played a major role in globalization. European powers established colonies across Africa, Asia, and the Americas, creating vast economic and political networks. While this expansion led to cultural exchanges and economic growth, it also resulted in the exploitation of indigenous populations and the forced movement of people, particularly through the transatlantic slave trade. The Industrial Revolution of the 18th and 19th centuries brought about rapid advancements in technology and industry. Steamships, railroads, and the telegraph transformed global communication and trade. Mass production allowed goods to be produced and transported on an unprecedented scale, leading to increased global economic interdependence. During this period, capitalism and free market economies grew, leading to the rise of multinational corporations. The expansion of empires and industrialized nations intensified global connections, further accelerating globalization. World War I and World War II reshaped the global landscape, leading to the creation of international institutions like the United Nations and the International Monetary Fund. The Cold War further influenced globalization, with the United States and the Soviet Union vying for ideological and economic influence worldwide. Technological advancements, including the rise of television, telecommunications, and jet travel, made the world feel smaller. The late 20th century saw the birth of the internet, revolutionizing communication and commerce on a global scale. Today, globalization is driven by digital technology, social media, and multinational corporations. The rise of e-commerce and digital currencies has transformed how business is conducted across borders. However, globalization also presents challenges such as economic inequality, cultural homogenization, and political tensions. Recent events, such as the COVID-19 pandemic, have shown both the strengths and vulnerabilities of a globally connected world. While the spread of the virus highlighted the risks of interconnectedness, it also demonstrated the power of international cooperation in developing vaccines and sharing information. Globalization has been a constant force throughout history, evolving with each era's technological, economic, and political changes. While it has brought people closer together and created incredible opportunities, it has also posed significant challenges. As we move forward, the question remains, how can we shape globalization in a way that benefits all of humanity? If you found this journey through history fascinating, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. What are your thoughts on globalization? Let us know in the comments.